Welcome to Gutter Trash Halloween 2014 Spooktacular Part 4. My name is Eric, and we'll just get right into this. My fourth and final guest for the Halloween season is a person who has been on this show numerous times and is the co-host of another podcast on the Gutter Trash Network, the Stupid Sexy Podcast, which is not as regular as it should be. Kathleen Coyle's here.
Stupid Sexy in the heels. I immediately regret saying that that.
Want to start over?
Nope.
Okay, then. Hi!
Hi!
How are you?
Not bad, you?
I'm doing okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We are both approaching bedtime
Uh-huh.
on a Thursday night.
Yes, we are.
But we're going to power through it, man.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get much sleep lately anyway, so it's all good.
Yeah.
I'll sleep when I'm dead, which will probably be in a few weeks. At the rate I'm going.
Are you happy?
No, I would really like more sleep.
Yeah, trust me, you're preaching to the choir on that one.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. I would like to have my weekends back.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And I would like to have a different job where I did not have to get up at 5 a.m.
Yeah, I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm not happy.
I'm...
You've known me for a few years now.
Excuse me.
Have I ever been happy?
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe not chronically. But you have your moments. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are you happy?
Nah.
Yeah.
Shit could be better.
Yeah.
Shit could be worse.
It's true.
Yep.
It's true.
Yeah. It's almost Halloween.
It is almost Halloween.
Did you say I'm your fourth and final?
Yes.
Yeah. Headliner, bitches.
Damn straight. Because, this episode will drop either on the 30th or the 31st.
Excellent.
So, on the day of the holiday.
All Hallows Eve.
Yes, it will be all Kathleen.
Eve. Kathleen.
What?
Oh my god. Well, 38 years I've been looking for a Halloween pun for my name. Kathleen.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Still got something to change on Twitter.
I do, and I'm glad we're recording it, because I'm not going to remember to do that.
I believe on Joe's episode, I had referred to him as the James Bond of idiocy, and he then changed his Twitter tagline to that.
Nice. Excellent. Yes. I have not been on the Twitters in many a day. I started using Firefox for reasons that are totally boring and not worth going into.
Because it's awesome. It's better than...
Do you like it better than Chrome?
I don't use Chrome.
I don't use that. Internet Explorer.
Fuck Chrome.
Really? Why?
Yeah. I just don't like it.
Okay. Well, Twitter wasn't playing nice with Firefox, and I couldn't figure out why.
Did you figure out why?
Nope. Went back to Chrome.
I
Not
use
nearly
Firefox.
smart enough to do that.
I have zero problems with Twitter.
Yeah.
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 There. Hi.
Hi.
It is late. Mm-hmm. We watched a long movie.
It was a little longer
Yeah.
than I anticipated.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And,
Not necessarily a complaint, though.
No.
Yeah.
And, then there was, some phone calls happening.
I'm so sorry.
It's alright. It, gave me a chance to do other stuff while you were, listening to things about ferret suppositories. We're not going to talk about it on this show.
I assure you it's far more interesting if we just leave it at that.
Yep.
Yep. Let your imagination run wild.
That's our Halloween gift to you, the listener.
Yeah.
So we watched a movie.
We did.
It is called Nightbreed.
Mm-hmm.
The cult classic? 1990 Clive Barker film.
Does it have a... I don't know. Like, I don't see people talking about it like you do, like, Evil Dead and
I would say Evil Dead has moved far beyond... I think we've even had this discussion before.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think it's a cult classic. I think it's...
Yeah.
Known, and the people who like it a lot. But, it's also not super mainstream. I would say Evil Dead is totally mainstream now.
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it got a remake, so yeah.
Yeah. A successful remake.
A good remake.
A good remake.
Yeah.
And still no sequel.
Yeah.
What the hell? What the ever-loving hell, motherfuckers.
We are slap happy. This is gonna be good. I'm sorry.
That's alright.
Alright.
So yeah, Nightbreed came out in 1990. Clive Barker, his sophomore directorial effort.
Ooh, what was first?
Hellraiser.
What, did Hellraiser come out first? I actually meant to look that up when the movie was over and I forgot.
Indeed.
Alright.
Hellraiser was a success, so they said, here's a lot of money, make another movie.
Yeah. I think I prefer the style of Hellraiser.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
This is very 80s.
Yeah.
Very 80s.
Yeah.
Very 80s.
Yeah, like that movie would totally go to the bathroom and do cocaine. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the reason, by the way, that I kind of gave you the what look when we were attempting the featurette at the beginning that we quickly turned off because it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
I seem to remember, and you said it was more than likely recorded this year, and I know it was you and Jason, and I believe Jason and I at a movie, and Clive Barker was talking, and I looked at you guys, and I was like, is that Clive Barker? And you were all like, yeah, and I was like, fuck me, I gotta quit smoking.
Yeah.
Because he sounded like a Reaper.
Yeah.
That is why I said old Clive must have had some surgery.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't sound like that anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember it was actually the first time you and I ever met. We went to go see Inglourious Bastards. And there was like some sort of PSA for something. Yeah,
Wow.
Oddly not an anti-smoking PSA.
No.
But yeah.
I mean, invertedly.
Right.
But
yeah. But yeah, Clive Barker, he had a very rough voice.
Yeah, he had some hardy polyps.
Like Harvey Firestein.
Like the British Harvey Firestein, absolutely.
Yeah. And I feel like he'd had that voice for a while, too. I'd seen him like on talk shows.
I've never remembered it being that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I believe, actually, I read that he did have some sort of surgery. He had some sort of growth in his throat.
Yuck.
And, yeah, he got that all cleared up, so.
Very.
Yeah. And now, of course, he still sounds weird, but,
yeah. Yeah.
and looks a little weird.
He looks like he de-aged. Like, maybe he had a little more surgery than that polyp shit.
Right, yeah.
Definitely some hair dye.
Yeah, sure.
Which, no judgment.
And he's also got that weird mix of, like, he looks like he's super muscular, but really fat.
Yes! Absolutely. Like, you kind of want to poke him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because his arms are all, veiny and ripped, but he's got,
There's a
like
pooch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not to disparage the man.
No, not at all.
He's lived a life.
He has.
He's
seen some shit.
He has seen some shit.
Apparently.
But, these are just observations from two snarky people in their late 30s.
Both with pooches of their own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not anything to look at. Nor should you ever look at me. Don't look at me.
That's why we audio podcast.
Exactly. Ignore me!
Yeah.
But yes, there was a auto-played featurette at the beginning of this Blu-ray. This Blu-ray, which technically has not even come out yet.
Nice.
Yeah. Pre-order,
nice,
bitches.
Even. Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Excellent.
So...
Does it come out next week?
It comes out next week.
Okay.
Yeah. Let us delve into sort of the history of this movie a little bit.
Yeah.
To give people context of what we're about to talk about.
Excellent.
So yeah, the movie came out in 1990 and was kind of a flop. I pretty much heard nothing but bad things about it for my teenage years.
Really?
Yeah. It turns out that apparently the movie studio butchered the shit out of this movie.
Yeah, never knew that until tonight, actually.
And so the movie that was actually released was not exactly Clive Barker's vision. He had to make a lot of changes and edits and cuts, and was never truly happy with it. And then within like the past, I'd say 10 years or so, there was a
nerd, apparently.
A friend of Clive Barker's who basically decided that he was just going to hunker down and try to find the lost footage that got cut out. Apparently, it had just been totally lost, and the only thing they found was degraded VHS copies.
Degraded, unlabeled VHS.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so what they did was they wound up putting it in the movie, and they toured it around under the name The Cabal Cut. And it was apparently like 4 hours long.
Thank you for not wanting to watch The Cabal Cut. Just...
Apparently, it was basically just everything that was cut out.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
And so it was, not exactly what Clive Barker wanted either. It was just basically sort of, hey, here's this curiosity, and so it toured around, and apparently, the footage was shitty, so, that was kind of one of the big things about it. And there was basically no chance that it was ever going to be released.
Right, because most people didn't give a shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that, and, it was, shitty quality. Nobody wants to buy a DVD with VHS quality footage. So then apparently, somehow, somewhere, they actually unearthed the film footage. And they restored it all, and then Clive Barker set to editing to what his original vision was. And that is the 2-hour version that we just watched.
Yeah. It looked really good.
It does.
It looked pretty seamless.
Yeah. I think I noticed like one instance.
Really?
Where it just looked a little more grainy than the rest. But for the most part, everything was just, pristine. So I prepared for this because I hadn't seen the theatrical version probably since sometime in the 90s.
Yeah. Ditto.
And it was probably just something that was on TV, like TBS or something like that. Anyway. So, yeah, back in, like, July, they announced, I don't know, just every couple months or so, I would look up to see, hey, I wonder what's coming along with the Cabal Cut, And so one day, I just happened to look, and it just happened to be that they announced, like, that afternoon, that they were coming out with the director's cut.
Nice.
Shout Factory put out, they're releasing it on Blu-ray. They have the director's cut and they have the theatrical cut. And then they have
nicely packaged.
Well, they have a limited edition version.
Is that what you got?
That's what I got. Okay. $80.
Ow. Yeah. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah?
I'm okay.
I wouldn't pay $80 for it.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd pay $40 for it.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel bad saying that.
That's fine.
I like the movie. I like Clive Barker.
I've made poor decisions in my life. It came with the director's cut. It came with the theatrical cut.
Looks like a little booklet.
It came with a booklet. It has a third bonus disc full of just extra features.
Many special features.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it also came with a poster.
Oh, nice.
So, and limited to 10,000 copies, something like that.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I did it.
Yeah.
I have...
Would you do it again?
No.
Yeah.
But I own it, and I'm good. I'm good with the fact that I own it. I will say this, I will probably never buy anything from Shout Factory direct again.
Really?
Yeah.
For service?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered it. Their website is a bitch to get around.
Uh-huh.
Their shopping cart is awful.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you fuck up a shopping cart?
Mm-hmm. There's just little to no information on it, and then it's run by a third party, and I don't think I ever got a confirmation email or anything when I bought it. I tried my damnedest to find out, I was well, do I want to pre-order this from here?
Right.
Will they, do they charge you right away when you make the pre-order, or do they charge you when it ships? Mm-hmm. That was a big factor in deciding. So I was if they do it when it ships, then I can at least save up a couple months. And, $80, but it's $80.
Yeah.
We're poor.
We are.
Yeah.
I prefer saying broke, by the way.
Okay, we're broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We eat.
Yeah.
We have shelter.
We do, yeah.
But we ain't got no cash.
No, yep. We are barely surviving.
Yes.
Yes. So and then it took me forever to find any kind of contact us information or anything like that. And I sent them an email, said, "Hey, would you guys charge when you pre-order or charge when it delivers?" And they're like, "Oh, we charge when it delivers." And I'm like, "Okay, fine." I pre-ordered, and then immediately they put an $80 hold on my card. That lasted a week and a half.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then they released the money back to me, And so also the deal with this limited edition thing was that they were going to ship it 2 weeks early.
Yeah.
Because it comes out on October 28th. They were going to ship it on the 14th. So then, 3 weeks ago, I get an email saying that my order's been canceled. And so... give me a list of reasons why it would be canceled. And, I had money in my account. It was well, maybe you used a card and it changed, or there was that Home Depot, hacker thing that happened.
Right.
I was well, I don't ever shop at Home Depot because,
we are not homeowners.
Exactly.
Because we are broke.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, I looked online, and there was, a whole bunch of other people who had gotten the same email. So I wrote Shout Factory again. I was hey, what's the deal? Is this real? Is this some sort of scam? What's going on? If you guys are going to cancel my order, then fine. Then I'll just go to Amazon, where it's $8 cheaper. And, I don't mind waiting. I don't need a poster, and I can, wait a couple of days for the delivery.
Yeah.
And they're it says that you didn't have enough funds in your account, but we just ran it again, and you do, so your order's fine. And then they put another $80 hold on my card. That lasted another week.
Oh, wow.
And then, so they gave that back to me eventually, and then, the next day they actually took the $80.
Wow. Yeah, that's a farce.
Yeah. So I probably won't be doing any direct from Shout Factory anymore. I'll just, do it on Amazon, and whatever perks that Shout Factory has is not worth it.
No.
Yeah. But I am glad that I did it, so that I got it early so that we could do it for the show here. But yeah, Amazon. Stick to Amazon.
Cool.
Yeah. Of course, with Amazon, I'm currently, I got my Batman Complete series on pre-order.
Oh, Jesus.
On Blu-ray.
Wow.
Limited edition set.
Nice.
$180.
Really?
Yep.
For how many movies?
It's the TV series.
Oh.
The 66.
How many discs?
13.
Oh, that ain't bad.
It comes with a little Batmobile Hot Wheels, like a booklet and like postcards.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Blu-ray. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Complete series.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's a tip for you folks out there. You pre-order something on Amazon. If you got, a couple months or whatever, here's the thing you can do. Here's a tip from your old Uncle Eric. You can put it on pre-order. And then slowly over time, you can buy Amazon gift cards and then apply it to the pre-order and slowly pay it off like a fucking layaway.
Really?
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I've been paying off the Batman set slowly over the last couple months.
That's a really good idea.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's got to be a pre-order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
There's like 3 things I want to pre-order.
Right.
All of them moderately embarrassing. One of them actually, no, not embarrassing. Guardians of the Galaxy Blu-ray.
That's not embarrassing at all.
No. Then Dancing Groot Funko vinyl and the Hannibal Wendigo from Hannibal Funko vinyl.
None of those are embarrassing.
38 years old.
None of those are embarrassing at all.
Need a Wendigo Funko.
Yeah.
Alright. Thank you for validating me, Eric.
No, yeah. My lovely lady friend would love both of those things.
I will link you to them.
The dancing baby Groot and the Hannibal Wendigo. Because she loves tree people and she loves people with antlers.
That's a really good combination.
Uh-huh.
Has she read Sweet Tooth?
No, but she has been recommended it numerous times.
Cool. Yeah. The Dancing Groot is not going to be released before Christmas, which I think is bad marketing.
Yeah. The fact that it wasn't even thought of when the movie came out.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to rush that into production.
Yeah.
After the movie. Like, they couldn't. Well, I mean, I guess to be honest, they thought Rocket Raccoon was going to be the star. And turns out, I mean, people love Rocket, but people love Groot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought a Groot, and I bought a Rocket, but I would not have bought a Rocket without a Groot.
Right.
Yeah.
I understand.
We should probably talk about Nightbreed some more.
We should.
Instead of some Funko.
No.
I would buy the shit out of some Nightbreed Funko, just FYI.
Oh, yeah, those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
It would be pretty cool.
I should make a suggestion.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
The $80 Blu-ray set, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
And hey, maybe I can resell it later down the line.
Oh yeah. 40th anniversary.
Yeah.
Numbered limited edition.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I'm like 1,200 out of 10,000.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Ooh, I also got a book today from Kickstarter that I funded like a year and a half ago.
Nice.
And it came with some prints that were signed and numbered. And they're like all 51 out of like 620.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not this type of person normally, but,
feels good once in a while.
Yeah.
It does. I'm not a reseller.
Yeah,
I'm not.
neither.
I don't collect for,
profit.
Yeah.
Or speculation.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither do I.
No.
No, I actually find it very difficult to part with things when it becomes financially necessary.
Yeah.
Like, I think I mentioned this actually on the last episode, but I sold all of my Walking Dead comics, and I made a couple $1,000s off of them. And, fuck yeah, considering I bought them all at like $2 a piece.
Yeah.
It still stung a little to have to do that.
Yeah.
But in the end, worth it.
Yeah.
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 Especially since I actually was buying 2 copies a month of those and giving them to a thunderous cunt who shall no longer be named.
Don't summon her. Don't summon her.
Oh, yeah. Nightbreed!
Remind me to tell you something about that off the air.
Okay, alright.
Ooh. No.
Oh, okay.
It's a potential.
Okay.
It's a decision I've made should a situation ever occur.
All right.
Yeah. Nightbreed.
So we watched the director's cut.
Yes.
And so a couple days ago I actually watched the theatrical cut.
I really wish I had done that. I wish I had you texted me and said I picked the movie, I picked the director's cut, and I wish that I had, taken 30 seconds to pop online and look and see what the director's cut was.
Right.
I just, my brain just went to, some deleted scenes are going to be added in.
Right.
And I didn't think anything else of it. I really wish I would have done the same and watched the theatrical cut. And I even told you I was going to try and reread the book.
Yeah.
That did not happen. Sidebar. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cabal, the novel it was based on, which she calls it a short novel, and I guess for Clive Barker it's a short novel.
It really is.
But it's still...
It's
400 pages?
Yeah, it's not that long.
You don't think?
No.
280? 300?
I don't know. It's longer than
it's way
the
longer than
Hellbound
Heart. Yeah.
But it's also a part of a short story collection.
Mine is not.
Yours?
Mine is a standalone.
Okay, mine is actually...
is it?
I don't know. Mine is actually part of a collection of short stories.
Is it called Cabal?
I think it's called Cabal. It may not be called Cabal. Maybe The Inhuman Condition or The Damnation Game.
Oh, yeah, mine is definitely called Cabal.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I read Cabal numerous times in high school.
First book to ever give me nightmares.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Yep. Had dreams about being chased through Midian.
Really?
Yep. And that was what cemented my love of Clive Barker. Like, I had been reading horror novels way earlier than I should have, probably.
Whatever.
But I turned out fine. But yeah, for one to give me nightmares, like, that really impressed me.
I've never been that influenced by a book.
Yeah.
Ever. I mean, if I've read a book or a series of books or whatever, I'll have dreams about characters or whatever, but I've never had, nightmares.
Yeah.
Pardon me. I think It is, one of the only books that ever disturbed me.
Mm-hmm.
But, when I was in junior high, I believe is when I started reading Clive Barker.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine forced upon me the Books of Blood.
Yeah.
And then I started just buying them all on my own. And,
yeah.
I have quite a few of Clive Barker's novels, and quite a few of them I have not read, because I don't read anymore.
I don't read like I used to, and it really disappoints me.
It disappoints me as well.
In all fairness, though, I haven't read a lot since I started with this neurological shit. Since when I sit still, I immediately fall asleep.
Right.
So reading has been very difficult. I will go ahead and pimp Joe Hill a little bit, though.
Right.
Horns was the first book in a really long time. I stayed up till 3 a.m. to finish Horns.
Yeah.
It was quite entertaining. So, I'll throw out a props to Joe Hill.
I'll wait for the movie, maybe.
Yeah. It's out soon. It's streaming already. You can buy it from Time Warner, so I might try and watch it this weekend. Yeah.
Let me know how it is.
I will. Alright. Why do we not have a sitcom?
I don't know.
We're delightful.
We are. So I read Cabal a couple times, but I don't remember too much. I remember the sex scene in the prison being relatively graphic in the book, and that it was an actual sex scene.
Right.
Where in the movie it's just sort of
weird,
gross
kissing,
making out.
Yeah.
But that just may be due to the actors.
Maybe.
Who are not good.
Oh, I don't think they were that bad. I've seen way worse in 80s horror.
I have seen worse, absolutely.
I'd give them a solid C+, maybe a B-.
Ooh, I would not go into the B range. I'd give them a passing grade.
Yeah.
But
would you give them a D+?
D+, C-. Yeah. Especially,
I tend to be an easier grader than you, though.
Yeah. Especially the actor who plays Boone.
Poor man's David Boreanaz?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Craig Schaefer?
Yep.
Sorry if you're listening, Mr. Schaefer.
Well, I don't think he is listening because he is made out of wood.
Trees can't hear.
And not the delightful kind of tree that Groot is.
He would not dance to the Jackson 5.
Nope.
Nice.
And Bobby also not so great herself.
Yeah, I didn't find it distracting. I didn't find it impressive, but it didn't bother me how bad they were.
Yeah, it only bothered me in a couple parts, especially in the ending. Was really bad. But we'll get to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like the actors who play the monsters, the Nightbreed, they're all pretty good.
Yeah.
And
Arma and Doug Bradley.
yeah. Okay. I can't confirm this, but watching the theatrical version, I think he was overdubbed in the theatrical version.
Really?
I think so, because I think the voice was different between the two.
Interesting.
And there were a couple times watching this one where it felt like it was the same voice, but there were other times where it felt like it was Doug Bradley's natural voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and again, this is just I may be hallucinating that. I don't know. Again, tired.
Right. I never, I don't know that I've ever heard Doug Bradley's natural speaking voice. I mean, except for tonight.
Right.
But by inflection, if not tone, there were times when I was like, oh yeah, that's Pinhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, David Cronenberg is in this movie.
He's so fucking weird.
So
Have we talked about Cronenberg?
We have not. So I'm going to just go ahead and say this. This is a thing that needs to be said. We here at the Gutter Trash podcast, and by we I mean the collective, everyone who's been on the show. There have been 2 David Cronenberg movies discussed on this podcast. None that he has directed.
Interesting.
So this, and Jason and I, in one of our very first episodes, watched a movie called Last Night, which is a Canadian film about the apocalypse. With,
It's raining blood, eh?
Huh?
Nothing.
No, yeah. Not even that interesting. It is most likely just everybody knows that the world is ending, and they're all just kind of going about their normal business, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he was a performer in it?
He was an actor in it. He played the guy who worked at the phone company who had to call everybody in the phone book to just let them know that, they're just saying goodbye.
You're making this up.
Nope. It is absolutely true.
Wow. Is he Canadian?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Never knew that.
Yep. And he, in that movie, portrays Sandra Oh's husband.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yep. So we at Gutter Trash, despite, I'm pretty sure, being all David Cronenberg fans. At least me and Jason. Well, Jason and I, for sure. Yeah. Never reviewed an actual David Cronenberg
That's really
directed
interesting.
movie.
My Cronenberg appreciation definitely looks like a heart monitor.
He's got some ones that aren't so hot.
Yeah, I like the early stuff. I like Scanners.
Scanners is fine.
Videodrome's pushing it a little.
Oh, disagreeing with you on that one.
I need to watch it again as an adult.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it since probably I was too young to understand or appreciate it.
Sure, yeah.
Existence
is...
Crash. Did he do Crash?
The wound
James
fucking
Spader?
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, and all the years where he was into organic technology and or medical equipment fetishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
The Fly, too enthusiastic, thumbs up.
Sure.
But then when Cronenberg got normal, I really like his movies.
Like History of Violence.
Yeah.
And what's that one with
Viggo Mortensen's Wiener.
Yeah, that one. What's it called?
Eastern Promises.
Eastern Promises.
Yeah.
I was going to say the one with Viggo Mortensen, but then I realized that he was also in History of Violence.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yes.
But.
And Ed Harris, I believe, in both.
Ooh, I don't remember him being in Eastern Promises.
Maybe I'm high. I'm not high. But I used to get high a lot, so yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, I enjoy Cronenberg's work.
Perfect casting here, though. Perfect,
oh, yeah. He is perfect as the Decker, the psychologist.
Now, was that his voice? Because sometimes it looked like a bad dub.
I think that was his voice.
Okay.
Yeah. He's just got that weird, understated...
Lilty?
Yeah, a
Would that be a
little
good
lilty.
word for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just very weird. He's a weird man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, perfect casting. And you could tell, like, when he put on the mask, he was having fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because, spoiler for a 25-year-old movie, they did not change this for the director's cut. He plays a serial killer.
Yeah. And I bet that they had to redo the mask and put the mouth off to the side because you could see his grin through it the whole time.
Could be, yeah.
Just cock the mask a little, David. There you go. Yeah.
I do have to wonder how he saw.
With the buttons?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good call.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cool-looking mask, but...
it is.
You know, I can't imagine that there was any visibility. Yeah.
Huh.
Probably why he didn't move around too much wearing it.
He didn't, yeah.
So that must be a hell of a favor to be, young Clive Barker and be able to get David Cronenberg to be an actor in your movie.
Yeah.
In a movie full of mostly nobodies.
Yeah, because by 90, Cronenberg would have made, at least 5 pretty successful movies?
Definitely post-Fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. What's the movie with Jeremy Irons playing the twins? And
Dead Ringer?
Yep. Was that out? That was out.
That had to be out by then. Yeah. Oh, not a great movie.
No.
I didn't like that one.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nightbreed.
So I watched the theatrical version before this, and so I was, because I wanted to see what the differences were. Yeah. Not that many.
Really?
I mean, the movie is 20 minutes longer than the theatrical version, and according to Clive Barker, there's actually 40 minutes of all new footage in the movie.
Right.
Right. And most of that is all up front.
Really?
It is all character stuff, pretty much. Just establishing, Boone and Laurie's relationship, and how they react with each other. There's a couple extra Decker scenes, but I feel like there was some scenes cut from his
interesting,
role altogether. Because when they did the theatrical version, the movie studios wanted them to focus on Decker.
Right.
Because it's a slasher, they could just, sell that as what it is.
Yeah.
I also watched the trailer for this movie, because it is the only bonus on the theatrical version. Man, if people wanted to see that movie based on the trailer, of course they were fucking disappointed.
Yeah. I think I remember it. I don't know.
It's just mostly the dream sequence where Boone is running through Midian and being chased by the monsters.
Yeah.
And then there's lots of in your face boo. You know.
It's barely horror. It's barely horror.
That has kind of fit with everything else that we have reviewed for the 2014 Halloween season.
Yeah.
The Town That Dreaded Sundown would not classify it as a horror movie. Well, that's not true. I would Bambi and I watched Stitches, which is more comedy than horror, but still a horror. And Joe and I reviewed Afterlife with Archie, which is Archie with zombies.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So, but definitely the Town That Dreaded Sundown, not horror. Nightbreed.
Barely.
It's more horror than Sundown.
Yeah.
But, barely holding on to horror.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, the last 40 minutes of it turns into just an all-out, balls-out action movie.
Yeah, it's a Die Hard movie with a lot of prosthetics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. And I'm very interested, that really kind of blows my mind that you say most of the additional footage is up front, because as we were watching, and I can't remember if we already mentioned it, on mic, that it's been at least 15 years since I've seen this.
Mm-hmm.
Probably more.
Right.
Probably. Wait, no, it came out in 90?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably more.
15 years ago was 1999.
Yeah,
So.
that's so fucking weird. But I feel like, as we're watching, we got to a point, right when Boone was in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of Midian. That's where I started to, after that, I'm like, I don't remember a fucking thing about this movie.
Right.
I knew how it ended because I remember the book more so than the movie. I did not remember any of that shit.
I think there was extra scenes in there, like the nerdy guy like classifying all the weapons.
Yeah.
I think that's new.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot more shots of just rowdy rednecks shooting guns and driving.
Yeah.
But otherwise, nothing that really impacts the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remembered none of it.
Yeah. Because, the last 20 minutes of this movie is just one big action scene, and the 20 minutes prior to that is just redneck roundup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I kind of didn't I really felt a big shift in style, and I feel like the intent was to showcase cops and rednecks as the bad guys, and the monsters are not bad guys. But it was such a crazy shift in tone. Like, everything down below is dark and serious, and then it shows, a deputy licking piano wire.
Right.
And it's funny,
Sure.
and I think it's supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
But it was a very unsmooth flip.
Yeah. Basically, once they arrive in Sheerneck,
Yeah.
things kind of take a turn towards the cartoonish.
Frankensteinian. Pitchforks and...
Okay, yeah, well,
No,
yeah.
yeah.
But
yes, cartoonish.
yeah.
Parody. Parody?
Almost parody. Satire.
Yeah.
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 Because, we're good liberal people. We know that rednecks are terrible people.
We shop at Costco, not Sam's Club.
There's no Costco in Dayton.
Yeah.
Yet.
We're too broke to shop there anyway. Good times.
Although, there is one being built.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then sidebar, there's Dunkin' Donuts coming to Kettering, and I could not be more excited.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway. Nightbreed.
Yes.
So yeah, this was like the differences are all character based, focusing mostly on Boone and Laurie. I think there was a couple of added Decker scenes, but not him, as the killer, but him just as a psychiatrist. Dick. Yeah.
So you don't think that it made it a better film?
I really don't, because I think the ending is weaker.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember the original.
The very ending of the original is worse than the ending of the director's cut. The theatrical had the priest, who had been transformed, into some sort of monster of some sort.
But was still anti-Nightbreed.
Yeah.
Which moderately confuses me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, although it explains it a little bit better in the theatrical, or not the theatrical, in the
director's cut?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, in the theatrical version, the priest just somehow wanders into the middle of Midian.
Mm-hmm.
And sees, the
blasphemies everywhere.
Right, well, yeah, like he's trying to stop the cops from killing all these people.
Okay.
But he wanders into Midian and he sees the Nightbreed tending to Baphomet. Mm-hmm. And there's like that bowl of the boiling liquid thing. And he touches it and, it explodes all over him and he's transformed into something. Then at the very, very ending, he is in the burned out cemetery.
Uh-huh.
He still has the bowl of the liquid,
mm-hmm.
and claims that he saw their god, and their god is the devil, and he's going to destroy all the Nightbreed. And he's got Decker's body strung up on an angel.
That's right!
And he pours the liquid into Decker's chest, and Decker resurrects.
Holy shit, that's
screams.
right! Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
So in the theatrical version, Decker is dead, completely dead.
Uh-huh.
Never mentioned again after he dies.
Uh-huh. You mean the director's cut?
Then the director's cut, yeah. So,
yeah.
And the priest is basically going solo on his crusade against the Nightbreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
But this move, the director's cut at least explains how he got into Midian.
Yeah.
And sort of shows him, in and out, where in the theatrical version he just sort of shows up in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I had been able to reread the book because this story, like a lot of Clive Barker... Well, no, let me start somewhere else. I don't think the movie does a good job of explaining why Decker did all this in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sure, you can just assume that he's a sociopath.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
He is.
But he was interested in Midian. Like, why?
Right.
Did he want to destroy it? Did he want to rule it? That's never really explained in the movie, and I don't remember it from the books. But I feel like with not all, but a lot of Clive Barker, the third act is when he drops the acid.
Mm-hmm.
Because, Great and Secret Show, very normal, not normal book, linear.
Yeah, yeah.
The physics of our reality rule in this book until the third act. And then it's like he's inventing numbers, and it's so confusing, and it's hard for me to read. Like, they're challenging books for me, I'm not even gonna lie. Because, people are floating around in some ether, and what the fuck is happening?
I vaguely remember the fever dream of the Great and Secret Show. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like this happened here. Like, all of a sudden, the Nightbreed, they have a big horned god.
Right.
And there's prophecies and legends and mythologies, and where the fuck did that come from?
Right.
Out of nowhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't remember if the book explains it
Me neither.
better. Yeah. But yeah, the movie does not do a great job of setting any of that up. It does not do a good job of setting up why Decker hates Midian so much, despite the fact that he, thought it was all made up.
Yeah.
Until,
Do you think he did, though? See, I never got the impression that he thought it was made up.
No, I get the feeling that he did. At least that's the way it came across in the movie.
Okay.
To me anyway.
Okay.
Where he was just, because they sort of give it like a half-assed explanation where he just hates things that breed.
Oh, yeah. Meh.
Hey, guess what? So do I.
Fair enough.
Don't wear a button mask and kill families. Don't go looking through cemeteries for monsters living underground to blow up.
I don't anymore. Well, I never wanted to blow them up, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I just, between the two, I did not see that much of a difference. I think it's a good movie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I kind of just ripped a little bit, but...
No, yeah, I mean...
It's a quibble with something that's fun to watch for 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Certainly not, any sort of masterpiece or.
I do think the makeup.
Oh, the makeup is fantastic.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Some of those, like, stop motion, and maybe they were early CGI in there, green screen.
Well, yeah.
Some of those were like, a
little Ray
flashing.
Harryhausen. Yeah.
Hee-hoo, hee-hoo. But the practical effects are unbelievable.
Yep. Yeah.
So good.
Cannot go wrong with practical makeup effects.
Nope.
Cannot.
Nope.
Because you know why? Because they look real.
Yep.
Because they kind of are real.
You're right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's not a very bloody or gory movie. It's
Not really.
Yeah.
I would say Narcisse is the worst of it, and that's really brief. Like,
right.
That's the most intense.
The guy who rips his parts of his face off.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is pretty much the only one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He and Mac Tonight are the only things I remembered about it from being a kid. I'm really glad you knew who I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fine movie.
Oh, yeah. And if you like that era of horror,
Yeah.
you're gonna love it.
Right. Like I said, I think the ending, not the stinger ending, but the resolution ending. I think it's weaker in this version. But then at the same time, the previous the theatrical version was just sort of meh as well.
Yeah.
So.
Kind of trendy for the era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's just a lot of shots of just people standing and staring at the camera in front of really fake backgrounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm a Clive Barker fan, but
yeah.
Come on, Clive. You could have done better.
Yeah.
When you shot those, nobody was messing with your film yet.
Yeah. No excuse. No. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I watch Hellraiser like every year, though. That still holds up really well.
Saw it a couple years ago. Haven't watched it since, but it does hold up very well.
I think Pinhead's my favorite modern movie monster.
Sure.
If you can call that modern.
Sure.
And I do.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the Cenobites, are cool looking and unique. Of course, in the novel, through the novella.
The novella.
He doesn't have a name or anything like that.
Yeah.
But they're also not really too terribly important to the overall plot.
No.
Yeah. And really in the movie they're not either. I think it's only in the sequels where they start to play a bigger role.
Yeah.
Of course, it's been fucking ever since I've seen Hellraiser 2.
I watched it last year, but I think I put it on when I was going to bed.
Okay.
I fell asleep.
Yeah.
3 gets very MTV, but I still have a good time watching it.
Right.
4 was 4 the one where they go to the future? Or was that 5? Bloodlines.
I was going to ask which one is the one in space.
Yeah.
Because there's always one in space.
That was Bloodlines, but I can't remember which number it is. That's the last one I ever saw.
I think that may be 4.
Yeah.
Never saw 3.
3 is glitzier than 1 and 2. I feel like it's gorier and a little more metal, but leopard print pants metal.
Right, sure.
Yeah.
Like Twisted Sister gory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is also, I'm guessing, like 6 years too late at that point, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've only ever seen the first two Hellraiser movies. And, I'm just going to stick with those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If 3 is on, like if you catch it on TV,
Yeah.
totally sit through it.
All right.
But don't go out of your way to watch it.
Okay. I'm pretty sure, I think Clive Barker only pretty much lends support to the first two.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he directed the first one, obviously.
Yeah. I would agree with that. Do you know that he got a deal to reboot?
Yeah.
And he's going to write and I believe direct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's been news for a while, so I don't know.
I thought that was kind of recent.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I've been
Him
hearing.
doing it.
Right.
I mean, they've been talking about rebooting it for 5 years.
Right,
yeah.
I think I remember at one point in time the guy who directed Martyrs was attached.
And the 2 guys who did Inside were attached at one point, which
yeah.
I kind of got excited about that.
Right. I mean, those are both very good movies. And very Hellraiser-ish. Clive Barker influence.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Except without the acid trip.
Well, yeah. Well, Martyrs. Yeah. Martyrs definitely has that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Inside does not.
No.
Yeah. Again, watched Inside. Listener, if you don't know what this movie is, check it out if you're a fan of hardcore horror.
Yeah.
And know that
It's not torture porn, though.
It's not torture porn, but it's very heavy and gory and disturbing.
Yeah.
And I'll just throw this out. It deals with pregnancy. And I watched it on Mother's Day. I win Mother's Day.
You do. Yeah. Not only is it one of only 2 or 3 movies that made me shut my eyes, I also had to plug my ears. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it at all.
I know,
for anyone
right?
who wants to see it at all.
And you should. If you like horror movies,
Yeah.
you should.
Yeah.
It's subtitled, suck it up.
Yep.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's one scene in the movie which, I don't know that I would even call it sort of a comedy relief scene, but it's a slight relief scene, where, like, the heroine of the movie, like, has a moment, and, like, in that moment, I was like, fuck yeah! And then, like, almost instantly it turns horrible.
You're so horrible! Yeah!
But I remember watching Martyrs, though, at my parents' house. They were on vacation, and I was house sitting. And it was July, and it just happened to be, like, really nice out. Like, it got into the 50s, and so I opened up every window in the house, and I was just chilling back, and it was, like, 2, 3 in the morning, and I'm watching Martyrs, and they have a very nice stereo surround system. And I am watching
Did it
this.
scare you?
No. But I am watching this very, very loud movie where, like, the last 40 minutes of it are just women screaming. And I'm just like, fuck, I am gonna get the cops called on me.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. What up, listeners?
Yeah.
Yawn.
So I did get a little freaked out during the movie. Because the Nightbreed, whenever they turn into super versions of themselves,
Final boss?
like some sort of weird Pokemon thing happening.
Yeah, final form, Nightbreed.
Yeah. They all sort of exhaled smoke, and then occasionally I would look over and see you just exhaling from your cigarette.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm a Nightbreed.
You are a Nightbreed.
I'm the porcupine girl.
All right. if you're a dude and you see a naked porcupine lady,
I'm gonna run.
Okay, so you're not gonna go to her to try to touch porcupine boob?
No.
You're right.
No.
You're right.
No, I'm gonna run. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, in the middle of like this battle that's happening.
Right?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even if maybe I'm calling myself out as being weird. Porcupine chick was a little sexy. She was a little sexified.
Little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even if I had those proclivities and I was like, that porcupine chick wants to get with me,
Yeah.
I would still wait until the end of the battle.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feel it out later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have some coffee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not looking at naked porcupine lady. And, no matter how shapely she is, still mostly porcupine.
She is pointy.
She is, the porcupine is gonna outweigh the sexy.
Yeah. We should put that on a t-shirt. The porcupine always outweighs the sexy. Words to live by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, enjoyable. The movie will be out by the time the director's cut will be out by the time this comes out. So go rent it.
Yeah, buy it in the $5 bin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've seen the theatrical cut, it's at least interesting to watch the director's cut.
Yeah.
Mostly just for just the story of how it came to be. Just the fact that it took them 25 years to get this to where he wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would actually really like to watch with commentary once because they do have the makeup, the special effects makeup guy on the commentary, which I would be really interested in hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think there's different makeup or featurettes on the bonus disc and on the actual disc. So,
yeah.
If you want, I can lend it to you if you want to peruse those.
I will, but not quickly.
Okay.
I'm going to pimp myself a little. This weekend, I'm going to review the 40th anniversary Texas Chainsaw Massacre box set. I'll be watching that Sunday night and putting up a review on www.bigshinyrobot.com. Yeah.
Hey.
I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Yeah. Have you seen it recently?
Nope.
Okay.
Teenager, early 20s.
Okay.
Since I've seen it, I've never seen a restored version. A cleaned up version.
I don't know which version I have.
This one was a new release.
Right, yeah. Because I know you a couple of weeks ago texted me to ask if I had it.
He did. And immediately I was like, bye. Immediately.
It was 20 minutes between the time you texted me and the time I responded, and you had already bought it.
Yeah.
And I was like, you could just cancel it. And you just never responded to me again.
What's done is done. So saith the Amazon.
But the version I have, I think, came out when the remake came out.
Yeah.
And it's got a fancy steel box. And
ooh, neat.
It's actually the second version of that movie that I've owned.
Wow.
The first version I owned came in a plastic sleeve that, when you opened it up, looked like a package of meat.
Nice. I remember that. Yeah.
And I wound up selling that, and then I found the steel box for $5 at Best Buy.
Nice.
And I think it had more features on it than the other
really?
version. So, yeah.
Huh. Did you see Texas Chainsaw?
The newest one? I have not.
Fucking terrible. Okay. I turned it off.
All right. I only saw the remake. I did not see the prequel to it or this new one.
Which one had Jessica Biel?
That was the remake.
Was it good? I heard it was good.
I liked it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe our mutual friend Jason also is a fan of it.
Really?
Yeah. He and I watched not too terribly long ago. We watched the first 40 minutes of it. But then he pussed out and went to bed.
Papa needs his rest.
Yeah, he does. There are so many movies on Netflix that, like, it was like, oh, you watched this, so here's a recommendation. I was like, I watched 20 minutes of that with Jason, and then he went home.
Yeah.
Like, I've still not gone back to Jack Frost.
Don't.
It's a killer snowman.
Not worth it. Is Michael Keaton the voice in that?
That's the other Jack Frost.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
There are 2 Jack Frost movies. One with Michael Keaton and Henry Rollins, and the other with...
I didn't know Henry Rollins was in it.
Oh, yeah, he plays like a hockey coach or something.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you hate Henry Rollins.
I'm lightening up on it.
What was it, all his pro-suicide stances that he had?
Ooh. You might have reignited the flame.
Yeah,
thrown a little fuel on it.
Sorry.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about Henry Rollins.
All right.
Have you seen Dead Snow 2?
I have not.
Nor have I.
All right.
Trying to rattle off some newer horror.
Right.
Unless you want to go to bed, which I'm cool with. Not, like our own.
No, yeah. We'll part
listeners.
company. Yeah.
God.
We are both in relatively happy relationships.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite.
Yeah. I have not really watched many horror movies lately.
I binge in October, and then I rarely watch them.
I feel like I am in some sort of weird-ass juggling act to just try to keep up with television.
Yeah, I'm not doing too many shows right now, maybe 4, and I'm writing for 2 of them.
Right.
But, I don't know, being a grown-up is kind of hard.
It is.
And I don't have a lot of time to do things.
No.
Yeah. Pity me. Pity me.
I do. But we will talk about those on our own podcast.
Yes.
Next week.
Yes.
Every horror movie that I've watched recently has been something that I've seen already, and I mostly just wanted Bambi to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Even though she is not a fan of horror movies.
Well, that's awesome that she watches them with you, though.
Yeah. She's enjoyed most of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's the one that picks Stitches, so.
Oh, cool. I might have mentioned it on a Stupid Sexy, but have you seen The Conjuring? Just put that anywhere, dude. It's fine.
I have not.
Scared the crap out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Scared the bejesus. Like, I wouldn't even go to the bathroom. Like, you know how we grew up in a house with poor ventilation, so you always pulled the shower curtain closed so the shower curtain didn't get mildewy.
Sure.
So I, out of 18 years of that habit, always pulled my shower curtain closed. I could not sit on the toilet and pee with that shower curtain closed.
All right.
Couldn't do it.
All right.
And I'm not a horror noob.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I may have to give that one a watch.
Mm-hmm. Innkeepers almost got me there last year.
Yeah.
That was so creepy.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you finally watched it.
Yeah. Oh, I watched it not too
okay.
terribly long after you recommended. Not immediately, but within a few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, Bambi and I watched that a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
She did really enjoy that one. Yeah. Everything I've seen recently has been stuff I've already seen, like Pontypool.
Still haven't watched that one.
Yeah, really recommend it. The Thing, watched that recently. From Dusk Till Dawn.
Haven't watched that in a long time.
Yeah.
I loved that. Does it hold up?
It does.
Cool.
Don't watch the TV show.
Really? Terrible?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've ranted about this numerous times already, and I'm gonna do it again because that's how much I dislike it.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so the From Dusk Till Dawn TV show is 10 episodes long, and it is a direct adaptation of the movie.
Oh.
Right?
Oh.
So it's already got that going against it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, okay, you remember the movie. It starts out, like, the first half of it is basically like this crime story.
Oh, the first half is straight up Tarantino.
Yep.
Second half, straight up Robert Rodriguez.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you're watching it, and
It
then,
works.
40 minutes in, suddenly vampires.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
But
so
it works.
It absolutely works.
Yeah.
And that would be a great movie to go in to see if you had no idea about it whatsoever.
I know what I'm going to make your text alert.
Okay.
Cheech's entire pussy speech.
That would be great.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay. So, like, they already reveal vampires in, like, the opening scene of the TV show.
Oh.
And then, the convenience store robbery gone wrong scene of the movie.
Yeah.
Which maybe is 5 minutes long, is like 2 episodes.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, of course, like, the actors are...
So all the characters are the same, too.
All the characters are the same. Played by different actors.
That movie stars 2 women that make me question my sexuality.
Juliette Lewis and Salma Hayek.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Salma Hayek... Well, Juliette Lewis makes me question my sexuality. Salma Hayek confirms my sexuality. Let's just say that there is no Salma Hayek in the TV show.
I didn't figure.
But there is...
Does she do the snake dance?
She does do the snake dance.
Aw, honey, nobody's ever going to live up to that.
Nope, yeah.
That poor actress.
Right, yeah. I will say that the one thing that the TV show has going for it is Fez from That 70s Show.
Please tell me he's the Cheech character.
He is not.
Fuck. I would watch it for that.
Yeah. There is nobody as the Cheech character. Because Cheech played 3 roles in the movie.
Oh, yeah, wow, I had forgotten that.
Yeah. And so each of his roles are now relegated to generic Mexican. Robert Patrick plays the Harvey Keitel role, and he does an okay job. Yeah.
Who's Richie?
Richie, just some dude. Some very pretty dude.
Richie's not pretty.
Right. Seth, also played by some very pretty dude.
Seth was pretty.
Seth was pretty, sure, but Richie was not. Richie in the movie is creepy as shit. And,
Yeah.
In the TV show, it's just because he's possessed by vampire demons.
Terrible.
He's actually just a very kind-hearted man in the TV show.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's fucking awful. Everything that they add that is new in the TV show takes away from the story. Everything that they change takes away from the story. Yeah.
Bummer.
The worst sin of everything, though, is the character Sex Machine. You recall?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who can forget Sex Machine?
Right?
Yeah.
Played by Tom Savini in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. So the actor that they got to play him in the TV show is a relatively well-known actor by the name of Jake Busey. Now, if you're going to go in a completely different direction of not casting a Tom Savini-like person as Sex Machine, and you decide on a Busey, why the fuck do you pick Jake?
Yeah.
You go Gary!
You go Gary or you don't go.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then also the character is revealed to be an undercover archaeologist.
Again, I feel like you're making this shit up.
I am not.
What goes through people's minds? A, the people that write it, and no, I'm not going to make fun of people who like it. But I kind of want to. But I'm not gonna.
Yeah. It's awful. It just takes just a perfectly good...
A perfect
90-minute gore fest that is just fun and stupid and turns it into a 10-hour melodrama that just ruined. Like,
are they hour-long episodes? Oh, damn.
Yeah. Okay. Like the bank teller that Richie and Seth kidnap and they have in the trunk of the car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She has a backstory now.
Ugh.
Why?
Breaking Bad.
Why the fuck do we need a backstory for a character that's gonna die?
Breaking Bad, I think, gave people aspirations to be and make something they aren't and can't.
Right. Yeah. That's. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So avoid From Dusk Till Dawn, the TV show.
Good looking out.
Unless
now I really want to watch the original, though.
Right. Well, I watched the TV show, and it was just one of those things. It was like, this is fucking horrible. I can't stop watching it.
I was gonna ask if you finished the whole thing.
I finished the whole thing.
Wow.
But it was mostly just like one of those, like my tooth is missing, and I just keep jabbing my
like
tongue
me
in
with
there.
American Horror Story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I absolutely hated it. Like it's not a Teen Wolf situation where like I secretly was falling in love with it.
Right.
It was just I fucking hate this, and I'm gonna hate watch this until the end. And so I sat through all 10 fucking hours of it, and then I was just talking to Bambi. I was like, "You've never seen it. We're gonna watch it because I need a cleanse."
Did she like that one?
She did.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, I commissioned Bambi to draw me. I don't remember Selma Hayek. Did her character have a name?
Satanica Pandemonium.
How could I forget a name? Like Satanica Pandemonium. Did you only know that from the show?
No?
Okay. Yeah. That might be a thing I do.
No, yeah, that name and imagery of Salma Hayek dancing around forever burned in my brain. Forever.
Tequila on the right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Inhuman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Satanica Pandemonium. Wow. Huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You're excused. Yeah, I got a little nothing else. You got any Halloween plans this year?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We're going to a wedding thingy tomorrow.
Okay.
That is pirate themed.
Ooh, well, weird. Mm-hmm. Does not seem like anything, well, Jason for sure does not seem like he would fit in with that.
I think he would. I don't think it's,
You don't have to
serious?
dress up like pirates, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
weird.
Well, we don't have to.
Okay.
We are encouraged to.
Okay.
But since we're not doing anything for Halloween,
Going for it?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm in gusto. There's
Yeah.
going to be gusto involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. But have you met Lauren? Jason's friend Lauren? Our friend Lauren? That I know through Jason and is awesome?
Yes.
Her.
Okay.
So that kind of... Oh, okay. Yeah, she's having a costume-themed wedding. Sure,
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You?
Bambi is forcing me to go to a Halloween party,
Yay.
which will have happened by the time this comes out.
Okay. So I will have seen pictures.
There probably will be pictures. yes.
Excellent.
Yes. You already know one aspect of what the costume is going to be, but you do not know the context yet.
I don't.
Other than you think it might be racist.
I think it might be a little racist.
It will not be.
Okay.
Guaranteed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal.
You might shit yourself when you see what it is.
Okay. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This will be the first time in 24 years that I have dressed up.
Ooh, good job, Bambi. Nice.
So she, as discussed on her episode, she's big into wearing costumes and stuff. And there's a party downtown every year that she goes to called Masquerade.
Yeah.
She was not able to go to that this year. And a friend of her mom's, I guess there was a big Halloween party every year.
Oh, cool.
Which is what we're going to. She originally did not think that she was able to go to that either. Just because of her work schedule. But then it turned out that, I guess actually the lady changed the date of the party.
Awesome.
And so Bambi was able to go.
Very cool.
So she is just super excited, and I feel bad that she missed, the masquerade thing, because I knew, from our first date, that, she was talking about going to that thing.
Oh, yeah. That's themed, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Juliet was talking about that, and I actually had forgotten. But I think it was a little out of my budget this year, too.
Yeah. But, so she did that, and so we'd been thinking for a couple of months about what we were going to dress up as, and, I actually stole the idea, it was, back in August, and I was just, scrolling through Tumblr or something, and I saw something, and it was like, well, that's what we're doing.
Okay.
And it's a couple-themed.
Right.
But also not entirely obviously a couple thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be pondering this.
Yeah. You'll find out in a few days.
Sweet. Yeah, Halloween's been a little depressing for me for the last 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my favorite. It's my favorite. I love it. I love dressing up. And I always think, ooh, what am I going to be this year for Halloween? And then it gets to be a week before Halloween, and I'm like, oh, I don't have anywhere to go.
Right.
So I sit in my house and watch fucking, it'll probably be Constantine this year.
Ugh.
Maybe I'll watch The Exorcist.
Alright.
And just get really sad.
Yeah.
Because I don't have anything to do on my favorite day of the year.
I remember, a year ago, 2 years ago, you actually had plans, and then your friend bailed on you. And I remember Jason being here and then you calling him upset.
I was super upset.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We did do the zombie walk last year.
Yeah.
So that wasn't on Halloween. It was a couple weeks before, but I got to show off my...
makeup skills?
Yeah, my intermediate FX skills that I'm still really proud of.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I usually do nothing for Halloween. I hide on trick-or-treat night so that no kids will come to my apartment.
I live in a terrible neighborhood, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Actually, I don't even know if kids come here or not.
Yeah.
But,
it's kind of hidden. It looks like a business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've just made sure that I'm never here anyway. I usually, 1 year, I just hung out at Books and Company.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll just go to my parents and watch my mom not hand out candy because their neighborhood hasn't gotten kids in a very long time.
That really surprises me.
Yeah.
My dad's is the same way, which also surprises me because kids from town used to come out to our neighborhood.
Right.
It's in the middle of nowhere. It's one street packed with a ton of houses. It's very safe. A little spooky because it's in the middle of nowhere.
Sure.
And it was always packed when I was a kid. And Dad says, my dad literally sits in a dark house. He doesn't even turn the TV on because that's how grinchy he is. But he said, no, hardly any at all anymore.
Yeah.
Tear.
The last time that I went trick-or-treating, I was 12 years old. So I was probably something like 5'11" at the time. And I dressed up as the devil. And I went to this house that is just a block away or so from my parents' house. And the woman who lived there yelled at me because
you were tall.
I was too old to be trick-or-treating. I was 12.
Yeah.
That woman, my girlfriend's roommate.
Oh. Destiny. Wow.
She does not know this
Did you call
story.
her? Oh, you should call her on it and be like, you ruined Halloween for me for 24 years. You owe me 1 metric fuck ton of candy. And then share it with me.
She actually went out of town a couple weeks ago, and there was a jar of candy corn sitting on the counter, and man, I just fucking plowed through it.
Nice. to no other candy corn fans, because
Yeah.
I bought some at work, and every time somebody walks by my office, they're like,
You know what?
fuck you, more candy corn for me.
I am not a huge fan of candy corn, but I also can't stop eating it.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Have you
like
had
a...
the candy apple caramel corn?
I have
Or
not.
candy corn?
No.
Yeah. And s'mores.
What? I should be on the lookout.
You should.
I just got a coupon for Speedway for a candy corn M&Ms.
Yeah, those are good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grab me a bag. I haven't seen them out yet.
I gave it to Bambi. If she got it, she's probably already...
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But if you see them again,
Okay.
please
All right.
grab me a bag.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I haven't seen those
All
this
right.
year.
All right.
Excellent.
Can do. I'll be on the lookout.
Word.
Hopefully by next week when we get back together.
Oh, yeah.
Podcast again.
Yes.
Because I think we're done with this one. I think.
Yeah, we probably milked it for all it's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right then.
All right.
Thanks for coming out.
Happy Halloween, suckers.
Thank you for listening to Gutter Trash. You can subscribe to the show from guttertrash.net or from iTunes and leave us a review. Visit guttertrash.net for email information, links to our Facebook and Twitter pages, and for other podcasts and websites in the Gutter Trash Network. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.